First of all, thanks to the FOSSASIA organization for having me, accepting the presentation. This is my first time in South Asia. It's been a pleasure spending the past 5 days in here in Hanoi and getting to know your culture, getting to know the country a little bit. So today I'm going to talk about careers, careers in open source. The reason why we are here, for LPI to be here, is to continue its mission to promote the the use of open source. And within the open source realm, we're going to be looking at how to get a job in FOSS. So as I mentioned, our mission is to promote the use of open source through the people who work with it. That means promoting those who have the skills to work with open source, and those who can prove they can work with open source. And that's one of the most important things. We are in a global economy, and there are opportunities for everyone, everywhere. Open source is a very big opportunity, as I'm going to show you, and proving that you have those skills, you have the knowledge internationally may bring you very good opportunities for your career. A little bit about LPI. We were founded in 1999 in Canada. So this means we are turning 25 this year. Since 2000, we have the LPIC 1 and LPIC 2. Those are the professional certifications. We've grown a lot since then. And today, as of this graph shows to 2021, we have reached in 2024 over 300,000 certifications delivered. We have a network of more than 700,000 people connected to LPI. And those are all professionals starting their career or well advanced in their career. So it's also another opportunity for those of you, especially the students that are here, to get connected with them. My buddy Jim from Oracle, we've known each other for, I don't know, Jim, 20-something years now. And he'll be talking about career as well from a different perspective, and how you can create your career within open source. So I think we're going to be complementing each other with the presentations. A quick look at the LPI presence. We are in every country that is in yellow. That means over 195 countries, and we are working really hard to get all these countries in yellow now. And I don't need to preach to this audience about the importance of open source and how big it is in the market today. So we know that FOSS is the actual software industry standard. Most of the technologies used today are either based or running totally on an open source environment. From infrastructure to services delivery, we have pieces of software, open source software in there. The reasons for that is the competition fostering and enablement that is provided by the open source, and how the industry works. It gets faster innovation because we have contribution from everywhere. Right? People joining communities and helping develop and helping maintain codes for every piece of software out there. Being open gives users, companies more flexibility on and adjusting the software for their needs. The controlling independence of technology providers. So we are not in the hands of just one or two companies out there, two corporations out there. Most of these, they belong to the community. and we can take advantage for that and not being trapped in for a single provider. Um, it also provides some more reliability and security because there's a lot of people looking at the code at the same time. And most of all, it provides local labor qualification. And that goes also for universities, students that through open source and through its openness have more access to knowledge from these technologies. That goes with training, that goes with practice, that goes with exchange of ideas and congresses like this, seminars, and all the other community-driven activities. A little bit about the market, and you notice that this is a study from our fellows at the Linux Foundation. So some might say that we are very big competitors, but we do collaborate because this is an open source environment. Although we are competing, we are also working together. And this is valid for the whole market. It's valid for everyone that is in this room. Some of the interesting points in this, we can see that hiring managers are saying they're hiring open source talent is a priority. So as open source technology is being adopted and used in big corps and companies out there, the need for open source professionals has just increased, right? And this number has been increasing a lot. They are also hiring more managers and more professionals than they were a few years back. And one of the problems they find with this is that there's not enough professionals to hire. So there's a big need for new talent, new graduates, new professionals in the industry, right? When you talk to professionals, 3/4 of them are reporting that it would be easy to find a new position within open source because of this need, because of this demand. So especially for you, the students that are here, pay attention to this and be sure to go after skill building on top of open source technology, whatever it is, right? You see that once you find what you like to do, what is fun for you and interesting for you, just start with that and start developing your skills around a or more than one technology, open source technology for your career, and build your base on top of that. We have several different representatives from different communities in this conference, so make sure to talk to them and find the best opportunity for each of you. The slides will be available, correct? If I leave these slides with you, it's going to be available for everyone, right? So you may get a copy of these slides later, but also this study with that name, the 10th Annual Open Source Jobs Report, is available online for free. A little more numbers. These are some of the skills that are needed in the industry. They point out architect solutions based on open source software. So you got to understand how open source works. You got to understand and know the technologies that are out there to build the solutions that companies need. Experiencing in the use of open source tools as well. Knowledge of new tools. Those are the top priorities in the skills that are being demanded by companies out there. And in terms of projects and technologies, Linux is still the #1. Everything in the cloud runs on Linux. Everything runs on top of Linux. Everything depends on Linux everywhere. So it's one of the top priorities and top roles that most companies are looking for. And because Linux is such a big deal and such a well-needed skill for professionals to work in this area, LPI has been working on different certifications. This is a simple view of our certification. So we start off at the base, especially for the students out here. We have an essential certificate track where we cover basic and entry-level skill building for Linux, security essentials, web development essentials, and open source essentials. Web development, this is the only certification we find in the industry that will cover HTML, CSS, Node.js, and JavaScript in one single exam, right? Last week, we have launched the open source essentials. This talks about and covers skills around business models around open source and different licensing and projects management. This is highly important for anyone, even non-technical people, to have in their curriculum. This will help you understand the importance of licensing, and especially when you're creating your own software, when you're building your own solution, what you can combine and how you can combine those technologies and those pieces of code without creating any legal problems for your company, right? If you want to know more about the certifications that we have, this QR code or the link down low will take you to each certification and details about the exams and where to get trained and certified about it. On the professional side, we start with LPIC 1, that's the Linux administrator, Linux architecture, and then specialization in one of the key areas. We also have BSD specialist that comes from the BSD community, and DevOps tools engineering. DevOps tools, it's about the tools, not methods. We are working on a new certification on DevOps methods like Scrum and Agile. Just a quick look on how to position those certifications and your career. It would be important or recommended to start off with the Linux Essentials in any careers. Open Source Essentials is also part of that. And then you build up the next levels with LPIC 1, LPIC 2, and specialization. And different tracks or different job positions require different certifications. So make sure to try to align your career to the needed certification. In order to help people get prepared and learn about the topics that are covered by the certifications, LPI has a very big community initiative called the Learning Materials. These resources are available for free. They are online and available for download in over 13 languages, including Vietnamese. So if you need help on finding materials that just your preparation for the exams, this is a place to find it. And as you can see, Open Source Essentials with the tag in development, the certification was launched last week, and we are already publishing some of the curriculum and some of the content to help you get prepared for the exam. We do have programs, partnership programs for different types of companies and also universities to help students get access, easier access to the certification and to preparation for these exams. We have the right program for each area or different types of companies out there and different types of institution. So if you want to learn more, I'm at the OSBC's booth, all the way to the left of the main this main hall. You can look for us and better understand these programs later. And for those of you that are here and really want to take this certification seriously, we are offering a 20% discount on any certification exam. This is available for purchases within this month. So you can scan the code and create an account with LPI. You will need it to redeem the code and be able to schedule your exam at Pearson VUE. So the voucher is valid for a year, so you can take advantage of the discount, purchase the voucher, and prepare yourself for the exam soon. All right? And that's it.